What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Love Ashe, back at you with another video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your girl a comment down below. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in with each other, family. Let's see what's the vibes, what's the tea, what's the overall energy. So we're going to be starting off today's reading. It is October. Happy October, you guys. Happy spooky season. And we are in Libra season, okay? So October is Libra's energy, and then I think October, like the 21st or something like that, 22nd, we move into Scorpio season. So this is pretty interesting energy we are swimming in the month of October. All right, so we're just going to take a look and see what comes out, what we need to know for our highest and greatest good. Also readings are at a discounted price, okay, like you have never seen before. Check out the website, okay, and get in where you fit in. If you've been waiting to book a reading with me, if your funds been low, this is the reading that you need. We're going to be doing that the entire month of October. That is my gift to you for spooky season, okay? So let's go ahead and tap in with each other. We're going to be starting off with our message from the universe to see what's going on. What do we need to know for our highest and greatest good for the month of October? All right, what do we need to know for our highest and greatest good for the month of October? All right. So we have, in relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. Okay, so that's super interesting for this card to be coming out, because Libra is all about relationships. It's about justice. It's about balance. So we could be seeing a huge theme in our relationships where there may be, you know, things being brought to the surface where things aren't balanced, things aren't fair, people aren't being consistent with us, okay? Let's pull another card as well. Let's pull another card here to kind of tap into Scorpio's energy, okay? Since we got Libra energy here. All right. All right. It says sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay. So there's something coming to the surface in the month of October. For some of you, this is in regards to your relationship. This is in regard to a specific relationship in your life where you have been craving consistency from this particular person. You have given this person chance after chance to be consistent, to give you what you're asking for. But all you have given them is permission to keep hurting you, permission to keep disappointing you. And you're finally at a point in October where you recognize, you know what? I deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve more. And I feel like for a long time, you were holding on to this situation, right? Libra is about fairness, balance, reciprocity. So consistency is the currency of love. So if somebody can't, show up steady, they're not building with you. They're borrowing from you. And I feel like you guys are tired of this energy collectively. And I feel like this ties perfectly into Scorpio's medicine of death, of transformation and release. Because I feel like some of y'all have been dragging corpses into your next season. Dead friendships, dead connections, dead commitments. And Scorpio's like, okay, it's already done. It's time to let it go. It's time to walk away from this. And so watch who's consistent in October. Okay? And Spirit is also giving you the permission to let go of who's not. So first we see the mirror, right? And then we see the knife, or then we see the scissors. So first you see the imbalance, okay? Then you cut them loose. Then it's done. We're done. So Spirit is exposing relationships in our life where there is no consistency. All right. So let's go ahead Let's go ahead, y'all, and let's dive a bit deeper into this reading. All right. Let's dive a bit deeper into this reading and see what season, okay, what season the collective is in the month of October. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we have, it says extended season. You are still in this season longer than usual. More work needs to be done. Okay. Let's pull another card to see what extended season you're in. I feel like it has to do with relationships, something you holding on to again, because Spirit is talking about holding on is doing more damage than letting go. So you got to leave this behind. You got to let go of whatever this is that's weighing you down. Okay. Well, look at that. You are in the love season, prioritizing relationships and connections. Exactly. So, okay. So, you've been here too long. Okay. This is, that class that I feel like you keep retaking until you finally pass the test. Okay. Until you finally... Some of you guys are like, it isn't that you can't pass the test. It's kind of that you're just refusing to graduate. You're refusing to graduate because you don't know what's on the other side. You don't know what happens after you let go of this thing. So you're holding on to this, even though it's weighing you down, even though it's keeping you from reaching new opportunities, even though you know you deserve better. And with us moving into Scorpio season in the month of October, I feel like this is talking about love without boundaries turning into bondage. Okay? Love without boundaries is bondage. So the exact exam that you're taking here, the season of life here, it confirms that you're in the love season, prioritizing relationships and connections. So this is Spirit checking your contracts for you. Who you're giving your energy to, who you let borrow your peace, who you allow in your sacred space. This is what's being tested in the month of October. And Spirit is telling us that this isn't new. This is the extended version of the same season that you've been in. And the test is love. The test is how you love. The test is who you love. And whether that love balances you or if it breaks you. So Libra is asking us here in October, is this fair? Okay, is this fair? And then Scorpio is asking you, is it real? And Spirit is saying, are you ready to let go of this? Are you ready to let go of this? Okay, so let's dive a bit deeper. Let's dive a bit deeper into this. I've been trying to make my readings a bit shorter. I feel like the message is pretty clear here. We're just going to pull some additional tarot cards to kind of clarify today's message. All right. All right, so let's pull a clarifier for extended season. All right, you are still in this season longer than usual. More work needs to be done. Let's pull a clarifier for that. So we have the 10 of Cups coming out. Wow. All right, and then let's pull a clarifier for you are in the love season, prioritizing relationships and connections. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness, y'all. This message is so clear. All right, so to clarify these messages here, we have the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups. The Queen of Cups feels like your energy here, okay? But with the 10 of Cups clarifying the extended season, this is about you. You have been having these visions of happiness, the dream of a family, right? Of peace, of fulfillment. But the reason this season feels extended is because you're still learning what it takes to actually build that 10 of Cups, which is consistency, which is reciprocity, which is balance. So the dream is real, okay? What you desire in love is real. What you desire in relationships is real. But Spirit is not letting you graduate until you stop letting half love, okay, struggle love, and broken promises take up space in your story. Okay? And then with the Queen of Cups clarifying, you are in the love season, prioritizing relationships and connections. You have mastered pouring out. You know how to love other people. You know how to take care of other people. You know how to put everyone else's needs before yours. You know how to have empathy. You know how to have compassion. But this season, I feel like the Queen of Cups is teaching you, don't just pour out love. Don't just pour out love. Learn how to hold it. This is about you becoming the queen of your own nurturing, of your own intuitive healing, and being wise about who gets a sip from your cup. So are you going to keep accepting this inconsistency, or are you finally going to align with the real thing? Are you going to let go of this piece of a man for a whole man? Or are you gonna stop settling for breadcrumbs in October? The love you deserve is waiting. But you have to stop settling. I feel like for somebody, you've invested a lot into this relationship. You've invested a lot of time, a lot of your love, a lot of your energy. You've helped this person. You tried to mature this person. You tried to heal this person. And it's like a part of you feels like you just can't let go yet because you've invested so much into the dream. You've invested so much. But Spirit is saying, yes, you've invested so much, but how much have you lost? How much have you lost? You keep focusing on one side of things, on how much you've invested, how much time you put into this situation, this relationship. Spirit is saying you're forgetting about the balance of things. How much have you lost? How much of yourself have you given away for free? You can't keep financing somebody else's healing while your own soul is literally starving. Baby girl, you hungry. And it's because I feel like for a lot of you, you confuse potential with promise. Huh. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. So, in the month of October, the biggest thing that you have to look for is consistency in your relationships. It says here that every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you're giving them permission to hurt you again. You're recognizing in the month of October that you deserve better. You deserve more. You got to put you first. And you're also recognizing that holding on to situations and relationships that don't serve your highest and greatest good, they're doing more damage than they're doing good. So you have to let them go. You have to leave behind all that's been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. And your spiritual team is saying here, you won't regret it. We promise you that if you let this go, if you trust, you won't regret it. The season of life that you're in the month of October is an extended season. And the reason you're in this extended season is because there's still lessons that you are refusing to learn. This extended season, this exam that you're taking in the month of October is in the season of love, is in the arena of relationships and connections here. You have mastered the ability to love and care for other people. You have mastered the ability to have empathy. You have mastered the ability to show compassion. What you are still learning. You are still learning how to put yourself first. You're still learning that just because you can heal somebody doesn't mean that you have to. It doesn't mean it's your responsibility. You are also learning that just because you invested so much time and energy into a situation or person does not mean that you have to settle and stay stuck. especially if they're not being consistent. So now what we're going to take a look at here, I want to just pull some additional clarifiers and then close out with this reading, because this one is pretty self-explanatory. You become a hostage to somebody else's healing, is what I just heard. Okay? And it's blocking opportunities for you. It's blocking opportunities for you. All right, so let's put some additional clarifiers from what your spiritual team wants you to know. What do they want you to know? And this doesn't just have to be romantic relationships, y'all. You know, it can be here with the love season here, but this can be friendships. All right, let's see. So we have liar coming out here. We have unfulfillment in career. I deserve more. What did we just say? You deserve better? What else we have coming out here? We have protect your crown chakra. And then we have your life purpose is unfolding. Bottom of the deck is fear, anxiety, dread, panic, phobia. Underneath that card is karmic toxic masculine. Underneath that card is blessings. Okay. All right. So these are some additional key messages that you need to know that need to come out. Okay. So starting off with liar. Starting off with liar, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory here, you guys. Liar and unfulfillment in career. This is settling for dishonesty in relationships, settling for less than what you deserve in your career. And it's like when you tolerate lies in one area of your life, you end up lying to yourself in another. You know what I mean? That's what this energy feels like. You're lying about your love life. You're lying about being happy. You're settling over there. So guess what? Now you're going to settle in your career. And then like with protect your crown chakra and what was that? I think protect your crown chakra. Anyway, I don't know what card it came out with, but protect your crown chakra. I feel like this is your intuition being heightened, okay? You're being shielded spiritually. Your crown chakra, baby, your crown is lit right now, okay? The red flags you're seeing, believe them. Believe them. You know what you're talking about, okay? You're not being delusional. You know what you're talking about here. And then we got your life purpose is unfolding. And then we have fear come out next to that one. So I feel like this is, you know, firstly, Spirit was holding some doors closed in your life until you stop dragging the wrong people through them, trying to drag the wrong people through them with you. Specifically, probably a karmic toxic masculine. Okay. But speaking of, this card came out with karmic toxic masculine fear. So I feel like, you know, fear has been keeping you tied to this toxic cycle. But then like right behind that, it was blessings, wherever that's at. Right behind that one was blessings. So Spirit is saying what you fear letting go of is the very block that's keeping your blessings from reaching you. So fear kind of kept you in this karmic loop, but on the other side of fear is your blessing. And I feel like that message keeps coming up for the collective readings. But you see how Spirit is confirming everything, okay? Some of you guys are tied up with liars. You're in jobs that leave you unfulfilled. And Spirit is literally screaming to you, you deserve more. Like your crown chakra is lit, okay? Your spiritual team is protecting you. They're also warning you as well. So you need to trust those downloads that you're getting. And if you've been confused, if you've been feeling like you don't know your life purpose is definitely unfolding, specifically around your career. But fear is the chain that's been holding you in this karmic cycle that you've been in. And I feel like with the full moon we have in Aries, I think we have the full moon in Aries this month on October the 6th. And that energy is really about cutting the cord on certain things, okay? So If you're into that, I would do some type of cord cutting, some type of releasing, some type of letting go. This may be around the time of October the 6th where you're finally letting go. You may already be feeling the energy with certain relationships in your life that you're feeling like you need to walk away from. And that's that full moon in Aries energy giving you that fire, giving you that power, giving you that push that you need to walk away from these relationships that are not fulfilling for you. You feel me? Okay. So let's go ahead and cards. But yeah, there's something about the full moon in Aries is coming through, which we're going to do a reading on that, y'all. We're going to do a separate reading on the full moon in Aries. But that energy is like, enough is enough, you know, like enough to inconsistency, enough to the lies, enough to carrying what doesn't belong to you. Aries is all about courage, you know. And so I feel like this moon is the moment to do that cord cutting, that releasing ritual, that, you know, that honest walk away. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and let's just pull affirmation to seal the reading. What do you need to know for your highest and greatest good? What do you need to know for your highest and greatest good? Okay, we're going to let them all come out. I release the need to be validated. I am my own confirmation. Okay. It's not your job to save anyone. You need you. And then last but not least, oh, this one came out last reading. I am worthy of having my desires and needs met. All right, y'all. So that's the energy. That's the message. That's the vibes, the tea, the energy. What's going on in these spiritual streets. Thank you guys for being here and joining me. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if it resonates. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You leave me a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.